What's up, you guys? After Cherry Reaction, today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate Atlantis. This is season 3, episode 6. Let's get into the episode. Is this going to be a psych ward episode? Because, I mean, we've established that doesn't work when you're part of a franchise. So. Hello?
Good morning, Dr. Weir. I'm Dr. Adam Fletcher.
Where am I?
You're in the acute care unit of Willoughby State Hospital.
Willoughby, that's a psychiatric hospital.
Outside D.C., yes.
I'm on Earth?
Yes.
When did I get back?
Dr. Weir, you never left.
Really? We're gonna do one of these. Okay. It doesn't work when it's like a spin-off of a show that already exists in the franchise. Okay, Stargate SG-1. Buffy did it? Like, but Angel was still going on. You can't convince me. No. They're silly episodes.
Oh, thank God. General O'Neill.
Dr. Weir?
Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you'll be able
I mean, they got him down to Vancouver. That makes sense.
Anything I can do to help? Would you like me to...
Oh, please. It is a relief just seeing a friendly face. This is all very confusing for me. The last thing I remember, I was in Atlantis and everything was fine.
Everything was fine in Atlantis?
The problem is my memory. I have no memory of coming back. I don't know if I came through the Stargate or aboard the Daedalus or what.
Dr. Weir, I'm not quite sure I'm qualified to be in this conversation.
You ran Stargate Command. You are probably the most qualified person on this planet.
Yeah, okay.
Why are you doing this?
I'm not trying to do anything.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're not really Jack O'Neill.
Oh, I'm Jack O'Neill, all right. That's the one thing in this conversation I am sure about. I met you a few months ago when we first approached you to help broker this non-proliferation treaty. I don't know anything about Atlantis, except that it was a fairly mediocre Donovan song, not one of my favorites.
It is a movie. Cartoon movie.
Now, this Stargate program I'm supposed to have run,
Inside Cheyenne Mountain, Colorado.
that would be NORAD.
Underneath NORAD, yes.
And the Stargate?
It's a portal that allows intergalactic travel. The program has been in operation for over 10 years.
Episodes like this frustrate me.
First encountered...
What? Look, why don't I get Dr. Fletcher in here?
No, just leave.
All right. Listen, for what it's worth, I hope you get better soon. We need you.
I've spoken with several people at the Pentagon. They assure me there is no such thing as the Stargate program, no Atlantis base in another galaxy, and no Department of Homeworld Security. I'm sorry.
Sure. Willie Garson just didn't exist.
2 years of my life.
That last episode I just watched just didn't exist.
Experiences a significant emotional trauma. Their mind just decides to shut down to escape the pain.
I have brokered dozens of treaties. Many of them very stressful, yes, but none of them bad enough to cause significant emotional trauma.
The treaty negotiation was just the trigger point. We believe the actual trauma you suffered occurred 3 weeks ago. You were riding in a car with a man named Simon Wallace. You remember Simon?
Yes, of course I do. We're no longer in a relationship, but...
You were coming home from dinner. A car ran a red light and broadsided you, impacting the driver's side door. Simon was killed instantly. You suffered only minor injuries in the crash, made a quick recovery. But in the days following Simon's funeral, several of your colleagues noticed your behavior changing. Clear signs of depression, confusion.
No.
It culminated in your collapse at the negotiation.
No. I'm sorry, I don't believe you.
Sometimes the mind's only way to cope with tragedy is to completely erase it from memory, and on rare occasions supplant it with something else. In this case, something... You all right?
Look at me. Do I look like a dream?
Yes.
My hand. Does it feel like a dream?
Yes.
No. But neither did the last 2 years of my life. I can't believe it was all a figment of my imagination.
Give it time. The doctors here will help you get through this. The accident, getting that phone call was the worst night of my life. We all miss Simon terribly. Oh, wait. I have something. Your father's watch. I found it a few months ago. He'd always meant to give it to you.
I know. I mean, I took this with me. Hello?
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm going to prescribe some additional medications for you. A mood stabilizer, an antidepressant, and also stronger antipsychotic medications. These should help reduce the acute symptoms you're experiencing.
Wipe out the last 2 years of my life.
I talked with your mother. She told me how, as a child, you had a brief phase where you dreamed of being an astronaut. She and your father even bought you a telescope for your 12th birthday. Sometimes childhood fantasies can offer a peaceful refuge from the harsh realities of adult life.
So you're saying when Simon died, my mind shut down and went to another galaxy?
It traveled as far as it could to escape the pain.
And in the matter of 3 days, I managed to live out an entire 2 years of my life.
Time is relative in a dream state. People live out entire lifetimes in the blink of an eye. Imagine you were in my position, listening to your story, traveling to another galaxy through a Stargate, leading an expedition to the lost city of Atlantis. Would you believe it?
They're allowed to use computers?
Dr. Weir? Your medications.
Thanks.
Have you gone out to the garden today?
I was going to, but they're out there, so I decided it would be better to wait.
The others?
4 of them.
Excuse me? What others?
The invaders, dear, from one of the moons of Saturn. They're cold-blooded, you see, so they need our warm blood for theirs. You have to be very careful. Dr. Fletcher doesn't think they're real.
Dr. Weir, would you like to speak next? Perhaps you can tell the group about your experience in Atlantis.
No.
Sometimes when we share these experiences...
I said no. Will I ever remember the accident?
I don't know. Often in cases like this, the memory of the trauma never returns. Maybe it's the mind protecting itself.
I suppose it's a good thing, really. I mean, there's pain enough even without remembering it. What?
It's just you're doing great. I'm impressed. You sleeping well?
Yes, I'm sleeping better than I can remember.
Good. I think you're ready.
Ready?
Well, is it how you remember it?
It's exactly how I remember it.
Oh, Sedgwick! Hey, sweetie. Hey, hey.
Welcome home, sweetheart.
It's good to be home.
Little nitpick, but she had her medication during the day the first time around, and she had a medication at night here. Usually you have it at a certain time every single day, same time.
do you got, Doc?
It's getting worse. It's not just her brain anymore. It's spreading throughout her body. We're losing her.
Those are all nanites?
Aye, they're spread throughout her entire body.
How'd they get inside her?
Neum. He attacked her in the puddle jumper.
Okay.
In that one brief moment of contact, he managed to infect her with nanites that began replicating immediately. Now they're multiplying exponentially.
How much time does she have?
I don't think their intention's to kill her. If that were the case, they could have easily done it already. I don't think there's enough of them to survive on their own. They need Elizabeth's body as raw material.
So they're attempting to assimilate her, to transform her into one of them?
Until they can reach sufficient numbers to form a viable, independent entity, I would say so, yes.
This is how they replicate?
I doubt it's a normal way. It may well be a last-ditch attempt to survive.
How do we stop them?
Maybe we can hit them with the electromagnetic pulse like we did last time.
I'm afraid we're well beyond that possibility now, Colonel. Looking at our scan, the nanites have literally bonded to neurons and other cells throughout our central nervous system. If we attempt to disable them, we'll likely end up killing her along with them.
Then how do we help her?
In a petri dish, for the moment, we're losing this battle.
You think she's aware we're here?
How can she be? She's unconscious.
The answer is no.
You may be right. You could try talking to her. Tell her to keep fighting.
That will help. Exactly how?
In a coma, one sense of hearing is the last thing to go and the first thing to return. There are many cases when patients were actually able to hear others talking to them in the rooms.
And were these comas also caused by nanites invading people's bodies?
No, Rodney, but they are indications that she's thinking.
You mean dreaming?
More than that, her mind is extremely active for someone in a coma. Her EEG reads almost as if she were going about her daily life, which suggests she may well be able to hear us.
What the hell are they doing to her?
What?
What?
Who's that look? That's the same look I get when I have a brilliant idea.
How would you know how you look?
This happened more than once in front of a mirror, okay? Carson, what is it?
I don't know about brilliant, but it just might. Excuse me.
What are you doing?
You know, if Carson's right and you can hear me, I suppose I should say something profound. Okay, I'm not so good at profound. But you should know, we're doing everything we can to get you through this.
Okay, that's 2 shows this week. Weird.
These nanites, I don't know what they're putting you through. I don't know what they're doing to you, but don't let them get to you. We're doing everything we can to bring you back, but you've got to do your part. You gotta fight this.
What do you want?
How are they in your room?
Hey. How you feeling?
Why am I back here?
They're worried. Frankly, so am I. Obviously, I've been pushing you a little hard on this treaty thing.
No, I feel fine.
Well, you're not. You're gonna be here until you get better.
We think we found a way to uncouple the nanite cells from Elizabeth's cells.
How?
We create a distraction.
It finally occurred to me why I wasn't having any success.
What were the nanites originally designed to do?
Fight the Wraith.
Exactly. So that's what we'll get them to do now.
We think by implanting a small amount of Wraith tissue into Dr. Weir's body...
It's like a tumor.
A small tumor, yes. The nanite cells will essentially...
We'll attack it. They have to. It's what they are programmed to do, which will draw them away from
Hey, let Carson have his moment.
finding them.
It will only last a few seconds or so, mind you, before the nanites attack the Wraith tissue and return their focus to Dr. Weir's cells.
But that's all we need. Momentarily distraction to draw them away from her so we can zap them with the EM pulse.
Let's do it.
Rodney, come here a bit.
we supposed to turn off all Earth-based equipment in the room before we do this?
The EM pulse will be directed through the scanner, so the other equipment should be fine.
I keep seeing these symbols.
Do they mean something to you?
This is the dialing sequence for the Stargate. From Earth to Atlantis.
Dialing sequence like a phone number?
Look, I know you think I'm delusional, but I can't shake the overpowering feeling that something or someone is trying to communicate with me.
And what are they trying to say?
That Atlantis is real, and that I have to get back there.
So we're the fantasy?
Yes.
You know, I don't mind being fantasized about occasionally, but come on, we're right here.
How would you get there?
Go to Stargate Command.
So now you just want to waltz into NORAD, is that it?
I know what you told me, but I also know what I feel. Atlantis is real, and I will get back there.
And it's working.
They're moving fast.
I get ready with the EM pulse.
Ready on your mark?
Now.
I thought you said that...
It worked.
Carson, you might be an absolute...
Oh, no. We didn't get them all.
You spit out your pills again, didn't you? You disappoint me, Elizabeth.
The pills are not going to help me.
Not if you won't let them. You leave me no other choice.
Don't do this.
This will hurt.
What do we do now?
Zap her again. Keep it up till they're gone.
A significant number of nanites have migrated into the arteries that supply blood flow to the higher functions of our brain.
They're telling us they can kill her if they want to.
Nurse, switch over to 100% oxygen stat and start her on norepinephrine at 5 mics per minute. Reducing blood flow to those parts of her brain will put her into a state of cerebral hypoxia.
What will that do?
Render her essentially brain dead, which makes no sense.
Unless she's fighting. It's the only thing that makes sense. The replicators see us as organic machines. They're trying to take control of the machine they're in.
You mean replace Elizabeth's consciousness?
Maybe when we zapped her with the EMP, we killed enough of them to even out the odds. Gave her a fighting chance at stopping them.
Reality check, there are microscopic robots in her brain. How does she fight that?
You said her mind was active, like she was thinking, reacting, living her life. What if this was the only way they could get to her? What if they were trying to force her to give up?
A battle of wills.
Exactly.
Her neural activity supports Colonel Sheppard's hypothesis, Rodney.
So what, we can't do anything?
I can increase the oxygen levels in her blood, give her a lot more time, but yes, she's on her own.
No, she's not. You're not alone, Elizabeth. We're right here with you. You have to fight this. Fight this.
Dr. Weir?
Where am I?
Stargate Command. It's okay. Follow me.
Elizabeth. Don't listen to them.
What's wrong?
This way.
I'm not going to hurt you.
The hell you aren't.
They've begun to spread faster. We're losing her.
Not yet, we're not.
What are you doing? What are you, crazy? She can infect you!
Elizabeth?
John.
You've been infected by nanites. They're trying to take control of your mind and body. Don't let them do it. You have to fight them. So fight.
Elizabeth! You have to come with us. I'm sorry.
You know which way you have to go. Run.
Run, Elizabeth, run.
Get him out of there! Put him into isolation and run a scan immediately.
I can't let you go.
You're not General O'Neill.
Elizabeth, listen to me.
You see that? That's the Stargate, and yes, leaving is exactly what I plan to do.
I won't let you go.
You can't stop me.
On the contrary, I already have. I made your friend disappear, haven't I? That's right. He can't help you now, and you can't possibly get past me. So you see, you've lost.
The infirmary. How are you feeling?
I'm back in Atlantis.
You never left.
Well, I guess the nanites were too focused on you to spread to me.
I now realize just how insidious they really are. I mean, such a small number of them could do that to me.
Let's just take it as a win right now.
All right. Still, I can't believe I was only out for 5 hours.
Felt longer, huh?
Yes. Lifetime.
Well, it's good to have you back in the real world. At least I think it's the real world. I can be infected right now, which makes me the one.
John, don't.
Sorry.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty-o, well that was Stargate Atlantis, Season 3, Episode 6. I don't know, I don't really like episodes with psych wards. Look, I've seen a lot of TV shows that have an episode like this, and I don't like it. Especially now, like, having gone through all of my mental health issues, I just don't really like the way that TV depicts psych wards. Like people are crazy. It's not all that cut and dry. I don't know. I don't like it. This wasn't for me, this episode. What did you guys think? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.